Hi you guys, I know I haven't done a video in like a while because I've been really busy with readings and everything, but I'm back. So this is going to be for Aquarius and it's about love for August 2019, okay? So that's sun signs, moon signs, rising signs, Aquarius, Venus as well, since we're talking about love. And oh yeah, today I'm going to also show you my new little oracle deck. It's so cool. It's really cool. Every single oracle reading I've done so far has been like spot on, so it's actually pretty cool. I really like that deck, and I'll talk about that later, but yeah, really excited. Okay, so Aquarius, what's going on in your love life? Singles, taken, Aquarius, this is for all of you. Okay, Aquarius, love life, August 2019. Okay, give it to me. Okay. Alright, so it looks like, you know, y'all are self-sufficient. That's great. Got a lot of strength. Maybe some of you have dealt with a lot in the recent past regarding love. But it looks like, you know, this was a strong, for some of you, I'm getting that there was a strong bond that you had. Some of you, you had a strong bond with yourself. Some of you had a strong bond with another, and it was a very strong bond. You know, it was very equal, very respectful, true love we're talking. It's nothing, not like a fling or something, you know, it wasn't lust. It was true love. So with the Two of Cups here. So that's a great thing. I mean, you know, it's a strong bond, and it gave you strength as well. Okay, and it also could have been with a Leo, of course. But yeah, and I feel like some of you guys, well, actually, I feel like all of you guys are pretty self-sufficient. Like, you're not like losing yourself in these relationships, so you're able to nurture yourself and take care of yourself and others. But I'm all but. Like, what is she gonna say? No, there's nothing really wrong here at all yet. I just see I just see that you're wanting to take action in some way. So let's get more about that. Because for some of you, I feel like this isn't a relationship you're in anymore. Like, there's so much strength here and so much like ability to take care of yourself that I feel like you kind of like became that way after something that had happened in a relationship in the past. So it's like you're more strong now. And for some of you, this is a current relationship you're still in. But let's see what the Judgment card is here for. Okay, so on the floor over there, the Three of Swords, it flew out and it flipped over, or else I would have ignored it, but I can't ignore that now that I have acknowledged it. So, for some of you, it could have been that, you know, you feel heartbroken in some way, but why is that if there's the Two of Cups here? Maybe there was a loss of some kind in your personal life. That has nothing to do with the love life. Okay, so we got more fire. Interesting. There could have been someone new that came along. It could have been a Capricorn. It could have also been one of the other fire signs, like, I mean, one of the fire signs, like Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And yeah, I'm getting that it was a new person that came in, possibly, because there's this Page of Cups here, but messages of love, Ace of Cups, I mean, it seems good and all great and everything, but then there's this Devil here, so it could have been Capricorn. It could have been a water sign, so I'm not getting Earth here, but I'm getting, well, I guess, you know, Earth. I'm not getting air here, excuse me. So we have fire, Capricorn, or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and that's very possible too. This is all over the place, but yeah, basically this new satisfying thing came in, but it kind of had an unhealthy tone to it, so it could have led somebody astray, or possibly it just was not good for you in general, and you weren't led astray, but you were led into different things. You know, you stayed in the relationship you're in, but it kind of just took a toll on the relationship because of some bad habits you picked up. So yeah, I feel like that's what the Judgment card's here for, because it's like, you know, you went through some shit or something was going on, you weren't using your better judgment and you needed to, and so you're taking action in some way. Well, I guess not really a healthy way, because you're being defensive, acting without thinking. Two things which will not help a situation that's not going well anyway. So, I mean, keep that in mind if you don't know that already. I don't mean to judge or anything, but I'm just saying, yeah, the devil here is not your friend. So, unless, of course, it's a Capricorn energy, and then it's just like him, or her. But, you know, I feel like this is not a Capricorn energy, and it's a really unhealthy one. But I don't think that it was really anyone's fault in the relationship. I think it just kind of was outside, external things that influenced the relationship. One or both of you in a relationship, for any cross watchers out there. So let's see where this is going, okay? Ooh. Okay, so we got the Queen of Pentacles again, and that's, you know, to me that says, okay, so you're able to recover from this because you do have a good head on your shoulders, or an earth sign in your life, Aquarius. That's Capricorn, Virgo. I mean, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo would be the earth signs. And basically, you know, they're able to keep you grounded, or if you're not involved with an earth sign, then it's just your energy. You're able to keep yourself grounded and pick yourself back up and kind of go, okay, I know what I did wrong and I'm not going to do that anymore. So that's good. That's mature of you and responsible. So it seems like whatever this whole mix-up was that was causing you trouble, it's not anymore. Again, the devil could be addictions of any kind, unhealthy habits, you know, like I yell too much or something, you know, like any habit, any little habit. It could be something minor or major. It can go, you know, it's a spectrum. So it's just unhealthy things, and it could be many things. So just keep that in mind. We all have those things. So whatever things they were for you in this situation, then, you know, you were able to not let them get the best of you and completely destroy your whole relationship. So that's great. Oh. Okay, so again, we have, I just keep pulling because it's like, you know, so what's next? So interesting, okay. What do we have here? Basically, someone was considering, or they did, or they are going to leave. Now, they're done putting up a fight. They don't want to argue anymore. That makes sense, because who wants to fight? Ew. It's fucking, it gets old after a while, you know? And, so then we have the Gemini card and the Two of Cups. So it could be that, you know, there was a Gemini that maybe you got involved with, but I'm not really seeing it that way. For some of you, you know, it will be, but for some of you it won't. And for the ones who do not resonate with that, I feel like the Gemini, or the Lover's card here, is really just indicating the dual kind of way that you could go. Like, okay, I have one relationship and another, or I just have one, like Jekyll and Hyde. It's just any duality in the relationship that's kind of just like, you know, it's not consistent, and it's kind of just like within your personality or something. And it's like two sides of the relationship. Like, you know, I love it when he does, or she is like this, you know, it's so great. That's why I love this person. That's why we're together, and I don't want to break up, and we can make anything work, and we can fix it. And then there's that other side that's like, oh my God, like I can't stand this person when they're like this, and like it just makes me feel like it's not worth it anymore. Like, why are we even together? You know, it's like those two different energies. And you know, I'm sure everyone can relate with that. But in this situation in particular, Aquarius, I feel like, you know, it is a strong bond, because Two of Cups again. I mean, we got it twice, and that's really amazing to get it twice. I mean, it's cool, because that means that, you know, you do have genuine care for this person, and they have genuine care for you. And so that's really great. I mean, at least nothing shady is really like going on at the heart level. You guys care about each other a lot. So, you know, you're trying. It's just the arguments. There may have been arguments a lot lately, and it's just kind of getting old. You know, you don't want to fight anymore. You will, you have, and you probably will again, but you don't want to. And so it's really getting exhausting. And this is that whole dual side of the relationship. And also, it shows that there is a love connection there. You know, you guys are lovers, but, you know, it's just a lot's going on. And somebody, one or both of you, it could be both, but one or both of you in this relationship, Aquarius, are considering leaving, or have considered, or very strongly, or did. Maybe some of you guys did leave just recently. but you know, this is the energy. It's like this is why, well, this whole mess is why this is here. So you got some fixing to do if you are to make this, if you're to let this relationship continue, allow it to continue, and to move on together and keep it going and grow, you know, or else, you know, some of you are really considering leaving. So let's see here. Also, we have the High Priestess and Temperance. So secrets, I feel like some of you, it's secrets that are kind of getting in the way of your peace at home, in your personal life, in your social life, every part of your peace of mind, everything that, you know, contributes to your peace of mind, or, you know, having a good and positive peace of mind is being thwarted by basically secrets, mysteriousness, or just even just not being forthcoming, just not being able to be vulnerable, not being able to open up, not being able to get close, you know, having that fear of intimacy. That's what I'm feeling for the High Priestess right now. Just like a very vague, a very mysterious, a very just not straightforward, and not that it's not honest. I mean, I don't see like lies. I just see things that aren't being said, maybe effort that's not being put out, or you know, things that are just kind of not being brought to the surface that need to be brought to the surface. And these things are causing, you know, your peace of mind to kind of not really be so peaceful. So there we go with that. So let's see. I don't want to just keep, you know, what's so bad about this whole thing. Let's see what you guys can do about it, okay? So what can Aquarius do this month in August 2019? What can they do to improve their relationships and manifest the most positivity into their relationships as possible? How can they rekindle that spark and smooth things over and work things out? You know, help me to understand how to explain to Aquarius here in the month of August 2019 regarding love, how they can fix this whole situation that's just troubling for them and their partners. It's interesting. Okay. So, all right. Some of you are being really stubborn. Like one or both of you, you know, like either or in the relationship. Most likely both. I mean, because that happens a lot. It's like, it's not like you mean to, but it's like one person's not going to give in, I'm not going to give in. You know, and some of you are like the ones who are giving in all the time and the other person's not. So you're like, I don't want to just keep doing that. Are they going to come forth to me? And, you know, some of you, it's the other way around. Like, I'm not going to do it. You know, they can do it if they want, but I'm not going to. And it's just a stubborn energy. You need to switch it up. I mean, it's not stubborn to a fault. I mean, I know you're an Aquarius, you're a fixed sign, and holy hell, you can be stubborn. But, you know, sometimes it's good. Be persistent, you know, stick it through and, you know, finish projects and everything. But, you know, mean what you say and be consistent in that way, but, which is great. But stubborn, when you're too stubborn for your own good, that doesn't help anybody. And really, since we don't want to fight anymore, right? Let's give that up, because you're not giving or taking any offers, and that's one of the issues here. Another issue. You could have happiness in this relationship. You've had it before and you'll have it again, I think. But, you know, I feel like it's not over, okay? I don't see anything saying that you guys are going to break up. There's just a lot going on right now. And to me, you know, it could be important things, but it also seems petty. So, I mean, it seems like the way you're going about it is not really helpful. And that's just what I'm seeing here. So, you know, but I see that there is happiness, you know, wanting to come out, wanting to be present, and wanting to reward you with this person you're with. But you need to release this, the Ten of Swords. So what this is, you know, also with the Hanged Man, surrender your control is basically what it means. You know, like, give up the need to control things, to know everything. You know, a lot of you have been through some shit with this person, and so basically you are afraid that that's going to happen again, and that makes sense. There's nothing paranoid or weird about it. It's not jealous when things have happened to you from this person. You've been hurt. You know, I wish the Nine of Wands was out here, because it's like, you know, they're on their toes. They're like, you know, they've been hurt though, and so they have reason to be on their toes. And so I feel like you have a reason, you know. I mean, some of you don't have reason, but I think most of you do have good reason to kind of feel like that person would do that. And some of you, it's from past relationships. Some of you, it's from this relationship. And so it's even more prominent and present and pronounced and, you know, relevant. It's even more understandable why you would be afraid and kind of, you know, not so sure how to trust this person. It makes sense. But you need to release that, because it's too much. It's really, at this point, I feel that you can trust this person. And at this point, this is not helpful for you to feel this way, because it's just getting in the way of your guys' intimacy or your guys' closeness, you know. So it's saying release the fear of being fucked over, basically, of having your back stabbed. It's hard as fuck to do that, but it's just something that you need to eventually learn to do, because if you don't, if you just keep thinking that it's always that way, then it's just always going to be miserable. And so, you know, some of you, if you feel like you just can't do that, then, you know, you might want to cut your losses and move on, because no one wants to be miserable forever, and that's exactly what you're going to do to yourself, and the whole relationship is just not going to be happy if you can't try to learn to trust. Even though you have been possibly screwed over, it's just something that eventually needs to be tried again if you're going to stay together. You know, if you're going to stay together, then, you know, and you want happiness, you're staying together because you want happiness together. You feel like you have that together. You don't owe each other anything. So, I mean, just, you know, you need to communicate better and try to release that whole fear, okay? So that's pretty good. I mean, I think that you guys can do it. Let me know in the comments how you feel about that. Is that scary? I know, I've been there. We all have, but hey, at least it's not like, you know, you have to make a decision between, you know, you have to move across the country or you have to break up with this person. Like, that would be a little bit harder, I feel like. But at the same time, kind of like very cut and dry, like, okay, it's either yes or no. But like, how can I just trust? Like, I'll try, but I don't know if I can. But just try, you guys, just try. Because it's there. You guys have love there. It's there. You know, I mean, twice this guy came out. So, yeah, y'all are good. Y'all are good. Don't you love it when I say y'all are good and then the tower comes out? Good job, Katrina. So, let's see here. Looks like you guys feel good together. You feel free. Some of you could feel a little bit naive after something, or just like you're being naive and obviously you don't know that or see that because it's, you know, you wouldn't know that. But there's communication. Also, okay, for some of you, it's that you're naive and you need to cut out a third party that you're not aware of, or it's you or it's that you feel good and free and you have freedom and you need to cut out a third party because it's a little too much freedom. Some of you, it's that feeling of feeling alive. There's nothing wrong with it, but the thing about it is there's communication here. You need to get involved with more people. Like, so for some of you, it's going to be cut out the third party. For some of you, it's going to be that you need to engage socially a little bit more. Because I feel like, you know, when you have more people in your life, not like going around and asking people what you should do in your relationship, because it's your relationship. So try not to do that, because that can get confusing. I mean, do what you're going to do, but just don't rely on other people's opinion of your relationship, because they don't really know, you know. But then again, if you're with someone who's abusive and they can, all your friends are saying that, then, you know, you might want to listen to that. But other than that, yeah, just try not to be overly influenced by people who aren't even in the relationship, you know, because it's like, it's just not healthy sometimes. But anyhow, ramble. So what I get here is, so that either the third party needs to be cut out or you need to socialize with people more, because someone is still considering leaving after feeling like they're left out in the cold. There's still neglect here. It's hard. You guys, your communication is difficult. I feel like also with other people around, or some kind of like mediator, or even just a therapist, you know, like some kind of person to help you guys communicate is going to help. And because I feel like a lot of it is the communication, but some of you, it's just that you need to cut out that third party, or not even a third party like cheating, but just like I said, influences from other people that are just not, you know, this is where it's going. So I mean, it seems like this whole situation, if it leads to the Tower, then what we know is that it's not going to work, and it's not healthy, and it's not good for us. So keep that in mind, whatever the situation is here. I explained a few different scenarios, and whichever one resonates with you, you know, then yeah, I mean, that shit needs to be fixed real quick, because your self-sufficiency is at stake. I feel like it's a codependent relationship for some of you, and, you know, nothing we haven't seen or heard before. But the thing about it is, you know, you want to be here, and that's where everyone wants to be. But this is where you're headed. So don't think, also what I feel with this is that some of you may be focused on that too much. And what it is that you're not opening up to your partner. You're not letting your partner depend on you, and you're not letting yourself depend on your partner. You know, in a non-codependent way. Like, it's okay to do that, and you should be able to do that. And, you know, it's just part of a strong bond with somebody else. You're able to rely on each other like that. And not that you need each other, but I feel like some of you are thinking too, you know, you're focused too much on being self-sufficient, that it's really destroying the relationship because you're not connecting with the other person. So, there you go. Aquarius. Damn. But honestly, it's not that bad. Like, I've, you know, we've all definitely heard worse. Like, at least no one's cheating and all that. I mean, it's craziness. But, yeah, so, you know, communication issues there. That's it. Nothing big. Well, I mean, communication issues can make some things pretty messy, but let's move on to your oracle. This is the Mystical Shaman Oracle card and guidebook. Card deck and guidebook. It's really cool. So we're going to get some insight for you guys in your relationships in the month of August 2019. For Aquarius, August 2019. What kind of insight do we need for these people? Please give us some insight here. They need some insight for their love life. What do you have to say for them in the month of August 2019? For Aquarius and their partners. Because this kind of turned into an Aquarius, you know, taken reading. The Aquarius that are in a relationship. It kind of turned into that, huh? So Aquarius taken, what's their insight for August 2019? Okay, so this one is Many Paths in reverse. This is a really pretty deck. You see that well? Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's really cool. But yeah, your guys' is reversed. But don't worry, because reversed doesn't mean it's bad, and it doesn't mean it's like the opposite of that, meaning it's actually pretty interesting. So here, just look it up, Many Paths. Okay, Many Paths. See that? Yeah, so, Many Paths, the essence. All paths lead to spirit. What you bring to your journey is what will determine if yours is a path of suffering, a path of wisdom, a path of bliss, or a path of loss. Consider the traveler who met two stonemasons. He asked one what he is doing, and the mason replies, I am squaring out the stone. He asks the other, who is doing the exact same thing, and gets the reply, I am building a cathedral. One man has a job, the other man has found his work and calling. He is a part of an endeavor much greater than himself. Be sure you pick a path with a heart. Now, since it's reversed, we're going to read the medicine. I'll have to show you this at some point, but this, how do I show you this? Okay, so there's the essence, which we always read, and then there's the invitation, which we read if it's upright, and then the medicine, which we read if it's reversed, which yours is reversed, so let's do this. So the medicine, you have outgrown your current situation and risk losing your way in your own backyard. You are being called to step out of your comfort zone. Respond now while the call is still a gentle whisper. Even though the woods look thick and impenetrable, venture in and let, is that right? Yeah. Impenetrable. Venture in and let nature guide your steps through the dark until you reach your destination. Remember, if you do not know where you're going, any path will take you there. I like that. I like that. Nice. So that's kind of what we're talking about, right? You need to make some changes. Just do it. You know, don't be too stubborn. Don't be doing the same thing and acting like it's going to work. It's not. It's not working. So change it. You know, try something new. Switch it up, right? All right, Aquarius. I really enjoyed that reading. I hope you guys did too. I hope that resonated with you, and I hope to hear from you soon. And, you know, like, subscribe, and comment. I'll always comment back. I love to hear from you guys. So have a great night, and I'll see you guys next month. Okay, bye-bye.